Cheese
Suspended.
Cheese suspended, like fucking 10-day suspension at Everglades. Shit is wild. Free my dog Cheese. Free cheese. And no, not free cheese like Publix is giving out queso. I'm talking about like free my dog Cheese. Let's see here. Okay. I'm checking Twitter for the live check. We're live. Oh, Swayze Baby even just retweeted it. That's how we know it's official. Shout out Swayze. Shout out everybody on this Thursday. I don't even want to say it's a beautiful Thursday. Like today, the day itself is actually beautiful. Man, who put Pat Mahomes' face here to cover up my fucking Great Pyramid of Funko?
I did.
Oh, you did?
It was like facing like it wasn't organized, so I organized it.
Yo, don't make me put strikes on you while you're here, bro. Don't make me put strikes on you while you're here. I would hate to do that. You're an invited guest. Don't get yourself uninvited doing things like covering up the Great Funko Pyramid. Like, what?
It was just bothering me, man. It was like on the cords.
Nah.
I wasn't trying to do that.
It's all good. I'm willing to sacrifice the cords. Gang in here. So anyway, let's get back to it. It's a beautiful Thursday nonetheless. I've had one crazy ass week, honestly. It's been fucking wild. But before I introduce the show and introduce my guest, I want to give a quick tribute to an old friend who passed away, Javon JT Baby Bust Taylor. Yo, a legend in the underground scene as far as like rock goes. For those who used to go to Talent Farm, you definitely knew who JT was. He was an undeniable spirit. He was somebody who filled the room as far as his energy goes, always looked to live life to the absolute fullest. So I want to say rest in peace to an old friend, JT, man. Much love, man. I know we didn't talk as much toward the end of your life, man, but I have nothing but love for you, bro. And I'm sad to see you go, but your spirit will definitely live on. We're going to keep you alive. So a quick little tribute to JT. Rest in peace. But for those tuning in, welcome to Emano Talk. We be airing live Thursday night, Sunday morning. So we here Thursday night right now with Poor America's Baz the Nomad. Finally official on Twitter and everything he just told me. Right? He used to be Coolie Boy, but now he's Baz the Nomad everywhere. So it's official all across the land. But we got that boy in the building with us to talk about his new EP, Time Trials. Some fucking dope shit. Now, I will give a pre-warning to those tuning on in right now. This is not a traditional hip-hop artist here. So if you do love hip-hop, but if you like different hip-hop, this is the conversation for you. If you came here looking for some Jadakiss style bars or a Future style banger, no, that's not what we're here for. We're here to talk about Baz the Nomad. This man,
that's still possible though.
It's still possible. No one said it's not possible, but you know, for what this Time Trials EP is, they're gonna get to know it, right? And it's gonna make you feel like you're in tune with yourself. But how you doing this week, bro?
This week has been hectic. Not gonna lie to you, definitely been hectic. But
honestly, I feel you.
Just been trying to keep a healthy head on my shoulders.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. Just trying to be there for everybody because my aunt just passed away like 4 days ago.
I was wondering who the post was about, bro. I'm sorry. My condolences. Quick little tribute to her, too, as well.
Appreciate that.
Auntie Azim.
But yeah, it was just going through that and just really just, like I said, just trying to be there for everybody.
Yeah. It's crazy when these kinds of situations arrive, bro. Like, for me, it's like, you know, when JT passed away, like, that's somebody, like, you know, when I was younger, like, we spent a lot of time together. But, like, you know, obviously, as we get older, sometimes that becomes a little more difficult. Mm-hmm. You know, our time is more precious because we start working full time and we start putting our focuses into, like, things that are going to become careers, you know, like passions and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So, obviously, like, we lose connection with people. But it's, like, almost at the same time, it's like, yo, that love never disappears to an extent. And it's wild because it's like, yo, like, when you see these kinds of things happen, like, you're just like, damn, like, you immediately usually think, like, what could I have done? Mm-hmm. Right? You immediately think, like, how could I have changed the situation? It's like, at the same time, you know, most of the times you really can't. No. And, like, that's what, I guess that's what it's like looking to cope with, like, these situations. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the wildest part of it.
See, like, with these situations, with, like, grieving and stuff like that, we're, like, trying to change, like, not trying to change, but more so, like, thinking of what you could do differently.
Yeah.
I just try to, like, use that energy and just try to be there for everybody else, just so they're not thinking and they're in their head saying, like, oh, what could I do wrong? What would I do wrong? What could I did better with that person? This and that, you feel me? I just try to let everybody just be happy, you feel me?
Yeah, it's always good to reminisce on the good times, you know, and that's what keeps the spirit alive versus mourning and wondering, like, well, what if their physical was still here? It's exactly. Like, no, you gotta preserve the spirit before you worrying about the physical makes the spirit, like, evaporate, essentially. And then what was once making that person alive while they were physically here can still be alive if you put that proper focus into it, you know? It's wild. And like I just thought about that right now, but it's like, yo, like that's really how like they say it's mourning, but it's almost like, yo, the celebrating is what just keeps that person alive like every day.
100% feel that.
Yeah. But we're here to talk about music nonetheless, right? But it's good to always like kind of have those quick little combos, man. That was actually pretty dope. I fuck with that. But yo, let's get into it, man. When did you realize music was your love? Because you were a basketball player, right? Your brother is known. If for those who went to Everglades High School, y'all probably know this man's brother. Your brother was obviously known for it. You were a ball player because when you first got into high school, you were a baller, right? But somewhere it transformed into music. So take me through that transition from Brandon to Baz.
All right, so basically I played basketball from 3rd grade to 10th grade. And I played basketball, played for the high school team, this and that. And then, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Let me just stop rolling up. Yeah, played basketball up until 10th grade. And I ended up having, not even like at the end of the quarter, but I had a C in chemistry. And my mom didn't like that. And she took me off the team. And after that, I was just like upset and fed up because she would always like try to take away basketball from me.
She's like a traditional parent with that kind of stuff?
Definitely. So I was just fed up at that point, and I just stopped playing basketball. Like I just wasn't trying to get back on the team. I wasn't trying to like do that just for her to like take it away from me again.
You took it as like a sign, like, you know what, like if you're gonna take this from me, I'm gonna go find something else.
Yeah, basically. So I just ended up not playing basketball, not being an athlete anymore, and just really just being a regular kid. Ended up started smoking dope. You feel me? Hung out with friends, different crowds, and ended up hanging out with Mero. You know Mero, obviously.
Yeah, of course. And we're gonna talk about Mero.
Me and him, we were hanging out, chilling. He used to make music like just for fun, this and that. And then he ended up just like saying like, "Hey, just hop on a song real quick." And it was just after that, I made my first verse, and it was just fun. And then after that, I went to college. Basically, like, I made fun, like music, like fun here and there.
Where'd you go to school?
UCF.
UCF. Okay. Shout out Orlando.
Yeah, but ended up dropping out because I wasn't sure that's exactly the path I wanted to go in my life. You feel me? So did some soul searching in a sense, and really just had to talk with my parents, and really decided that college like wasn't the path I wanted to go to.
Yeah.
At least for right now, at least. So I was just trying to figure out what exactly I want to do in my life, and really questioning what I want to do, and just what made me happy and what would make me happy doing and making money and everything like that, and just brought myself to music, basically, for the most part.
And that's like when you linked up with Poor America?
Oh, no, we were always together since like 11th grade. Well, it was Poor Gang and then Project America, like 11th grade, and then 12th grade is when we really like got together. I believe so, if my memory is not mistaken.
And which side were you on?
Poor Gang.
Poor Gang?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's me, Mero, Cheese, Michael. That's like basically if that made music.
Yeah, once again, free cheese, man. That upset me.
He just went hand with the promotion. Simple as that. He'll be back.
All right, so we got Poor Gang, and then we got Project America. Who is Project America now?
Project America is Drew Sways, Apollo Fuse, Shaw Bob. Oh, Shaw Bob just dropped a song. What time is it? He definitely should drop the song.
8 p.m., yep.
So go listen to that too. That's Ro, there's Chloe.
Trill.
I don't know if Willie's Project America. He just like...
He was there.
He just in Poor America. You feel me? I don't think he
Shout out Trill Will, though.
But that's my dog, yeah.
Shout out Nothing But Facts. Yeah, so... All right, so you guys were two separate groups, right? Mm-hmm. You guys merged together. You got Poor America. Now, who initiated the whole thing of like, yo, we're all gonna get into music, or was it just like something like, yo, like y'all individually started like working on music and it just started working out together?
Well, like I told you, I made like music for fun, like with Mero. You feel me? It wasn't like anything too serious just yet. Drew, on the other hand, like he was making music. Fuse was making music, and then for around that time, the main rappers in Broward, I would say, or at least in Miramar, was Mero, Drew, and Eric. So basically, they were like, why not just bring the group together? And that's how like Poor America really, in a sense, started. I believe Michael had the idea for Poor America, like Project Gang, not Project Gang.
Oh, Siri went off.
Siri, what the?
Yep, that's why I turned Siri off. Siri used to be doing that.
Yeah, I think Michael had the idea of bringing like Poor Gang and Project America into together for Poor America.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how it came about.
Okay. Yo, and if y'all don't know who Michael is, it's Mahar Balakum. Boy's one of the best producers out of the West Side, out of South Florida in general.
That's a fact.
Y'all don't know nothing about him. One day I'm gonna have him on an episode. He's not gonna say a word, and y'all are gonna
He's
get
not
the
gonna
message.
say anything.
He'll probably sacrifice a goat and make shit happen. But that's my heart before you. But yo, honestly, like Poor America, like y'all got a lot of talent going on, right? But for you, it was like, where did you find your inspiration for music? Like, was there a certain artist, a certain time you like look back on, and it was like, yo, like whenever I make a song, like I try to paint this kind of picture in my head because of this moment.
Inspiration wise.
Oh wow, hold on. We got clarification on your story. Drew, false. It was Michael. It wasn't Michael. It was Dino. Michael, cool and all, but it was Dino.
Shout out Dino. That's my dog.
I don't know you, Dino, but shout out to you, bro.
You know Dino.
You started a movement. I don't know. I probably met him, but you know
Dino.
smoke weed. But
yeah. What was the question again? Inspiration.
yeah, like where did you find your inspiration in music? Like, was it a moment? Was it an artist? Was it a video, a scenery? Like, what was it?
If you ask any of my friends, they're gonna tell you the same exact answer. It's gonna be Kid Cudi.
Yep. Well, I was bound to hear that. I was gonna say, if you know this man, he walks around with the aura of a Kid Cudi hum. But yeah, he's honestly probably the biggest Kid Cudi fan I know. Shit's wild, but obviously Kid Cudi. But who else was it? Because obviously Cudi was like, I mean, like, I feel like when you look at Cudi, obviously he's like a cornerstone of the whole movement of everything that like kind of like went down with this past decade. Now we're going into a new decade. He's not really more so of a cornerstone anymore, but obviously he inspired this new decade.
Yeah.
So like we all have our cornerstone piece. Like for me, like it's always Hove, but like I always loved like like Alchemist and people like that as far as producers specifically. But like whenever I was always thinking about like how do you transcend a sound, like you always think of like a Hove. Like for me, I always thought of like Hove. So for you, obviously transcending a sound was Cudi. Was there any like individual influences? Because like when people hear this time travels EP, I'm sorry, but fucking like I feel like it's like you hear the Cudi in the production, but like the vocals, bro, like the vocals, like it kind of has like an R&B vibe to it.
Which song in particular are you talking about?
It was like the second song I think is that I'm thinking of. Let's see.
I could definitely say like each song was like inspired by different things.
Yeah. I mean, we could just start it off actually. The Time Trials, that's what it was. I said the wrong name. I believe it was Truth, but I'm gonna start off with the beginning. I feel like this is probably a good point to like let the people like hear like your kind of sound.
Well, with one.
Yeah, I was gonna just play everything in order.
Oh, you gonna play it? Go ahead.
Yeah. We're gonna go in order. We're gonna break it apart, but yeah. All right, don't scare everybody now. Don't see my mom be watching, bro. You're gonna scare her. She's just a small little fragile Jewish woman. All right, so this is One by Baz the Nomad off the Time Trials EP.
Yeah. Okay, now the ring doesn't mean it's forever. I'm not saying this ain't working, I'm just trying to go slow. They be looking like some fiends on the scene and I let them. Cause everybody got their issues, baby. A lot of shit that we be dealing with. And come and think of it, the last time we couldn't be together. But you used to hit my phone for some love and no whatever, yeah. You be on the road, right at home. I swear they like to dry down my cologne. Yeah, you know the one to get your pussy wetter. It's second nature sometimes. You tend to gravitate away from all the regular guys. Come on, let's give it some time. And we could do it twice now. The history repeats and we could do it thrice now. Cause you the one. I've been looking to the sky thinking you the one. Yeah, I never wanna buy another one. Yeah, I know that's what I got and I don't give it up. Yeah, cause you the one. I can think of anybody else I'm trying to love. If it ain't you, then tell me why the fuck I'm singing for. I wanna be a nigga, so don't treat this like it's typical. Cancel out the remains, I'm in too deep, waking the loose sleep, struggle another round on top of this loose sleeve. I'll make up another lie to find me a new queen, but that'll be the day I break my own pride on another medication, trying to save my own life. Like I'm I'm every other nigga that was made in Pembroke Pines now. On my life, on my path, no rewinds now. In my eyes, there ain't no time like the present. The second's overrated when everybody's forgetting. So I might as well treat every day like a blessing, yo. Be high as hell, I'm never learning my lesson. It's evident that the essence is better when I don't let you go. Oh, yeah, that's some shit I thought I'd let you know. Just in case you're feeling skeptical, you better know. Yeah, cause you the one, you the one. I've been looking to the sky, thinking you the one. Yeah, I never wanna buy another one. Yeah.
All right, so that was one by Baz the Nomad. Yo, like, see, like that was like a track right there that kind of perfectly exemplifies what I was trying to clarify, but it's kind of hard to put into words, right? But now after hearing the song again, I'm able to think of like a way to like bring it to you, right?
Okay.
So like the beat, it does remind me of like a Kid Cudi song to an extent, right? Because Cudi's known for like some of those like slow, like very melodic like tracks, like, and they're vocally melodic. Like it's not always just the instruments, right? Because like in that one, you hear like a very like slow paced phasing key, but it's not much over it. Like it's very simple to beat. Like if you just probably played the beat by itself, it's probably just keys and the drums, right? And maybe a little extra probably,
Little extra.
right? But what I feel makes the track is your vocals, because like
I appreciate that.
the
man.
thing I fuck with is like the beat has that Cudi vibe to it, right? But the vocals in my eyes, it had like, so the main vocals, the main line of the vocals, like where you're just using your regular voice, not the harmonies. Your regular vocals, it has that R&B vibe to an extent. But your harmonies, yo, honestly, and I feel like you could probably disagree with me if you want, but you know what? If you listen to it over and over again, I feel like there's no argument on it. It almost has like punk rock Blink 182 kind of vibes to it.
And my next inspiration, other than Cudi, is Haley Williams.
I was gonna say you're a huge Haley Williams fan. I already know that. Is there like a way that you feel like you look to transcend your sound to like not just truly be, you know, like generalized as hip hop, like to where it's like, because like when you think of Cudi, like Cudi could obviously step his foot on over into rock and roll to an extent. Like he obviously had Wizard, and you know he has songs on some of his albums where it's like band work, like you know, like Surfing for instance. Do you feel like you try to elevate your sound in a certain way, not truly following someone's footsteps, but like for your own way? Like how do you feel like you look to transcend your sound?
To be completely honest, I just try to express myself as much as I can, as best as I could. And what I'm trying to do, like with like the EP and just everything I'm doing, like how the phase plan I have and everything, it's just a story that I'm telling. So with me saying like how to fine tune my sound, it's more so like I'm hearing a beat, or like I'm writing a verse or something like that and matching that verse to a beat, or matching that beat to a verse, and just making sure it sounds nice and it sounds like good to the ear. That's like the simplest terms I could put it.
And when you feel like you're telling a story, like do you feel like you look to provide transparency to your fans?
Definitely.
Do you feel like what do you feel like is more crucial? We live in a day and age obviously where social media runs a whole lot of like the way of thinking for especially younger artists. Do you feel like trying to have a certain sound, and like not necessarily saying like your own sound, but like just like, you know, like for example, an artist could hear like Lil Uzi and be like, I could do that, and they start pretty much mimicking Lil Uzi. Do you feel like it's more apparent like crucial for an artist to stick to a sound that works for them, in a sense that like, you know, if you're not like a real rapper, just stick to the easy stuff or whatever like that? Or do you feel like it's more crucial to be transparent and actually have your own way with like your own sound, even if your sound may not be to the mainstream ear?
I can't give you a definite answer on that, because I'm not gonna knock somebody who's like not necessarily mimicking a flow or just following a plan that somebody else is doing and then making money off of it. Feel me? I'm not gonna knock them for that.
Yeah.
Me as an artist, just me personally, I'm always gonna have my sound, my story. You feel me? Just my form of expression. That's just how I am. That's just me as an artist.
Yeah, you look to just provide that transparency. I feel like transparency, though, an awful lot, I'll say it. I feel like it is definitely more crucial, because I feel like a lot of like people who consider artistry as far as music goes, like we know, like if we're like zoning in and designating it to music, I feel like a lot of artists do jump in with the idea that it's like, well, if he could do it, I could do it too.
Definitely.
And it's like a lot of people can shoot a basketball, and then, you know, you look at people like LeBron James and it's like, well, if he could do it, I could do it too, but you still can't make the varsity team.
Yeah.
You could make your high school team and stuff like that. You may make the bench, but like, are you really like doing it, or is this like something that's actually like where you're in the front lines and this is something you could really make a career out of? Or are you going to, you know, if you're going to do it, you're going to take it seriously, have a great work ethic, remain transparent, you know, and provide authentic music? I feel like that's why transparency is key. It creates that authenticity.
Definitely.
Authenticity.
And I feel like it's easier for the fans to connect with the artist too, because who the artist is the actual experiences, the actual words. You feel me?
Yeah.
Actual flow, blah blah blah, flow. I don't know what I just said.
If see, like, it's like if the artist is vulnerable, like, then it allows the fan to learn to be that way. Because I feel like we're also in a generation too where a lot of people try to be tough where they don't need to be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that's why like I love transparency, because it's like it's okay to be vulnerable in a certain instance. Jeez, man, this fucking purple punch that we smoked before got us both fucked up. But yeah, I feel like though with that whole, you know, transparency, you're able to show.
It's more of a real experience.
Huh?
It's more of a real
Yeah,
experience.
you show the fan at that point like it's okay because you're gonna get growth out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's in those moments that you figure more out about yourself and you're able to just grow at that moment. So like that's why like I fuck with that as far as you, because like when you look at the other members of Poor America, right? Like obviously like the one artist in Poor America that probably comes somewhat close to what you do is Mero, because Mero, you know, has some very in his like
Mero's the greatest.
Oh,
Mero's the greatest.
and let me say it now. I told him I was gonna wait till his music, you know, played because Mero's featured on the tape. Mero Bloom, I'm calling you out, bro. Drop some shit. Stop by. Let's talk. Let's see what you got, bro. I'm calling you the fuck out. Apollo Fuse too. I'm calling you the fuck out. Drop music. Come by. Talk to me. Talk to the people. They're wondering where you at. We about to put missing posters under the Emano talk sign if y'all don't show up soon. Until y'all show up.
That'll be fire.
We're going to figure it out. But back to you, right?
Yeah.
So with the rest of the members of the Poor America gang that we got going on here, no, they're not a literal gang FBI, I'm sorry, but Drew, right? Bar for bar rapper, could drop bangers, all this stuff, right? Obviously influenced out in New York and that nitty gritty South Florida style. Apollo Fuse, that boy drops banger after banger after banger, and he could drop hits if he wanted to. And then Mero's probably the most versatile artist out of South Florida. You could pretty much touch any single area if you're talking bar for bar, bangers, emotional hits, whatever you think, and Mero could do it.
And that's an understatement.
And that's an understatement. I can't even put it into words what this boy could do, because if he stops by, we're going to need a 2-hour show so I could drop 50 fucking tracks and show y'all how versatile this man is, right? But when you look at them versus someone like what we just played, like Baz the Nomad, right? You know, with your music, it's like you're not afraid to be yourself as far as like what you do. And I think that's what makes each member of Poor America great, is like y'all aren't afraid to do your own sound, right? Like y'all rip at each other for it to an extent, right? And it's all fun and games, but at the end of the day, it's what's in the center between all y'all is that respect, because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, like this is my lane, respect my lane, or you know, it's not gonna work. And y'all have learned how to respect each other's lanes, and it works out. But once again, I'm calling out Mero, I'm calling out Apollo. You're right, Drew, they soft as fuck, because they ain't gonna come and check me. I'm checking them live on air. Emano talk Thursday night, Sunday mornings. That even Baz pulled up. We're gonna get cheese next sooner or later. But yeah, man, how do you feel like you find your own individualism amongst, you know, especially in a time where people are just like, no, like this is what people got to be to succeed. Like people try to hold you to that higher standard, or like to a certain standard. Like how do you feel like your individualism stands out so you could still succeed?
I guess you could say I've always been almost like a rebel. I always like to go against of what's being told is the thing to do. I always like question why, just why this, why that, like just why. Feel me? Just completely just why everything. So with that being said, it's like people are saying, oh well, this template works or this pattern works to get this success, but what if there's another pattern or another template that makes even more success than that? You feel me? So it's just more so always listening to yourself and always believing in yourself, because at the end of the day, everybody's at this age group, but this section of life we live in, everybody's like the same point of life, and nobody's where they actually want to be in the sense of like success wise. Everybody's trying to grow more, and everybody's trying to do their own plan. So for me, I just see it as you have to legit just not focus on yourself, but listen to yourself. You're you feel me? Nobody else is gonna be with you through the whole thing, the whole process. So let's say somebody's telling you everything to do and you listen to them, like word for word, verbatim type of shit, like you're doing what they say. And it's a situation in life where you're in a situation where you need their help, but they're not there for you. what are you gonna do for yourself? For me, you gotta learn to like have faith in yourself and like really believe in like what you're doing and the actions you're doing and everything.
The independency, because I feel like obviously like as we grow up, we have our parents and people like that. I mean, you know, some people aren't as fortunate, but you know, like for people like you and I, you know, like we were fortunate enough to have like family, you know, with our parents. You have your brother, you know, things like that. So like I feel like, you know, we have that dependency because it's like as we're growing up, we need it. Right. And then it's like when you hit that certain age, it's also like, all right, now I actually need, it's not a want or, you know, like a laziness or anything like that. It's like, yo, like an urgency. Like I have to create this sense of urgency to do this for myself.
Exactly.
Yeah. I always fucked with that about you, bro. Like literally ever since like we met, right? I always felt like, you know, obviously you got clowned a little bit for like your sound to an extent because like it was different. It was different than what at least Poor America was making, right?
Yeah.
It was like whenever we went to the studio, it was just like, oh, like get out your feelings as a joke kind of situation. But it's like, yo, like, you know what? I can do this because this is who I am.
I just like making love songs.
Yeah.
And that's not the only thing I can make for you. Feel me? I just
It's a good vibe though. Honestly, like when you look back on like some of the greatest songs in history, they were about love. And I'm talking about not just some of them. I'm talking about like 90% of them were like about love songs. Or like it had like love in the air. Like I love you know, Billy Joel, Piano Man. The one thing I always fucked with about that song was because like he was talking about how each person individually like had like their own problems essentially. Yeah. Like he said like the bartender, like he said, he's like, Bill, I believe this is killing me. You know, he's like like trying to say like, you know, like this is a stressful job. He said like two people are suffering from loneliness, but like as long as they drink together, like, you know, it's better than being alone. So it's like one of those things that it's like when they each found their individual path, it ultimately came down to happiness. And what like tied them together at that, you know, with that track at least was music. And like, so like I think of like what you're saying is like, yo, it's true. It's like, yo, like when you think of like good vibes, you're probably gonna go to something with like a little more upbeat or like, you know, in touch with like your inner self kind of vibes. Because yeah, you could drop a banger and feel good, but like at the same time, you're also not gonna fully like remember the song. Like it may not be also your first instinct, but like sometimes it's like those songs that like they kind of like are rooted from love. Like you could use those songs to just be like, yo, like this is at any time of the day kind of song. It's gonna instantly put me back up to where I need to be.
For that.
Yeah, and like that's the vibes I get from your track. So I want to go into the next. I don't know if this next track is exactly gonna fit where we were just talking, but we're gonna keep going into the next track.
I think it fits exactly what you said.
Okay, so let's see. I might prove myself wrong, bro. I might prove myself wrong, but this is Truth by Baz the Nomad off of the Time Trials EP. So let's get it.
Times I fade away, still in the night, sitting with my pride, and the sunrise, pour some more wine, I'll be alright, it's just me and the more times, sometimes the pain don't change the way you live, it's all okay. Find a way to heal with space, so don't wait too long for me. At the same time, I'm fixing myself from all the deeds I done did through the grapevine, turn this cold to gold. Who would've known that this world surrounded me? Shit, if only to reach all my goals, the blinks of my eyes was all I need. But see, my faith been decided that ain't for me now. I just try to keep my soul light. No, I never need your soul ties. Let them out, let them out. It ain't working now. Remember all the gravel from the travels. I've been so sad from the back roads, but I'm the nomad until my last song now. Sometimes the pain don't change the way you live. It's all okay. I'll find a way to heal with space, so don't wait too long for me. Say it in the same rhymes, in the same lines. Girl, you still mine, all these great times, but you're telling your friends all these damn lies. I'm never saying it's fine to go low, but I ain't saying no, cause I ain't really ready to let you go. go, trying to be flexible, yeah, you know. I'm sitting on this living room floor just to try to make it stretch now. Yeah. I'm a slave to the truth, showing you the proof. No, I can't hide shit when I'm in the booth. The only thing I know when I don't know what to do now. Yeah, I'm making lanes for the coupe. Yeah, ain't no way that I can lose. Yeah, I'm living on a high, that's a different type of boost. No, this feeling never lasts, but I'm trying to see it through now. Sometimes the pain don't change the way you live. It's all okay. I'll find a way to heal with space, so don't wait too long for me. Still I got my eyes on you as you go to find your truth. I'm on the same boat that you left me on.
Yo, so that was Truth. Here we are. And we also got an exclusive track that's going to be played on the show.
Yes, sir.
You might have to resend me that. Oh, wait, no. I didn't even choose a file. That's why. Boom. We good now. All right. We're not going to play that yet, though. We don't need to. But that was Truth by Baz the Nomad. I had somebody asking what was the song name. Truth by Baz the Nomad. And the is THA, just so you know.
I don't know who Sean Future is, but I do write all my lyrics, all my music.
Yeah, he asked us, does he actually write his own music or does the team help out with lyrics? So go ahead and clarify
that's
that
all
one more
me.
time.
All
That's
my-
all
all me.
Baz. That's all Baz, yo. And I'm actually trying to get the chat working now. I've never really attempted the chat feature, but let's give it a shot. Maybe while you guys are asking some questions during the songs, we'll be able to answer live. But
What that is?
this is the full chat feature.
Oh,
Yeah. It's a pretty dope system, man. We'll go over it off the air. I don't want to give away all my secrets. Excuse me. All right. But we were actually talking a little bit while the song was playing, and you know, he actually asked me, he's like, what do I think about the EP, right? And I will say, right, like one thing I was clarifying with you is that I feel at times I'm a harsh music critic.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I love music, bro. Like I've been saturated in music since I was like, I mean, younger than 15, but like once I picked up a guitar, like it was full blown like saturated in music. Also, I don't know who this is, but they keep saying hi from Twitch real quick. ADG JMPM. I don't know who you are, but hi. All right, we're gonna get to all the questions. We're actually getting a lot of activity now, so give us a second. We're gonna get to y'all questions in a second. I promise. I got one thing I wanted to tell this man though, but I do feel like I'm a harsh music critic at times. It's because I do love music. For me, you know, I've been playing music for now I'm gonna be 28 next month, so about 13 years. It's just been something that I can't get enough of, right? So it's like when you hear music that doesn't feel like people tried, you feel some type of way because it's just like it's like someone shitting on your art, like what you love almost. It's just like, you know, like you stepped into my territory and you're just disrespecting it. It's like being fugazi, as they say. You know, obviously you're being fake. You're not being authentic to what we actually do. But it's okay because what is any kind of art? Not just music, but like any kind of art or any kind of passion where people who don't belong do make their attempt at it. And it's okay to make your attempt. Maybe sometimes it's just that, an attempt versus them actually disrespecting. So for me, I've learned to kind of take a step back and watch the craft rather than let someone's attempt influence my full-blown decision about them. I've had people change my mind around about who they are, right? And musically, bro, you have definitely done that. Because I remember when you first started, like, yo, it was like, you know, sometimes it was like, all right, this is a little difficult. Like this kid, you know, he listens to too much Kid Cudi. This kid, like, he'll come in here and like be like the vibes, bro. You know, like I gotta come in with the crystals and chill out the meditation and everything. Like it was wild. Like sometimes see, he'll come in and try and like alter the vibes, and it's like, yo, the only vibes you gotta bring are the ones that you can control, right? And he kind of learned that to an extent, right? I mean, we all mature. When I met you, you were probably like what, less than 21 years old for sure.
When I met you, I was probably like 18, 19.
Yeah, right. And I remember I used to be the agitated old head to poor America, yo. I'm telling you now, and I'm sorry, man. I know sometimes I was, but you know, you guys taught me how to like kind of like open my eyes and my ears to understanding. So it's like, yo, like I understand now like what direction you're trying to take your music into, and like the most beautiful thing is, bro, is that nobody ever deterred you off that path.
I appreciate
So
that.
keep that shit up, bro, because this EP It proves that, because it proves you're able to do something way different than everybody else down here in South Florida. There's some people that try to do what you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people fall off trying to do what you do, especially when it comes to that in your feelings type shit. But bro, you actually got it going for you, man. So salute
you,
to
man.
you real quick. Fuck Corona, we gonna still dap each
Oh,
other
yeah, no,
up.
I got hand sanitizer.
He got hands. Oh, let's sanitize up then.
I'm good. I don't know about you.
Save me, bro. What are you trying to say? You gonna let me go? What are you gonna do? Come here while it's empty? You're gonna interview yourself? Come on.
Shit.
Come on, man. Come
I
on.
can.
You can never put together a Funko pyramid like me. All right?
I could put together a Rubik's Cube, though.
Someone asked top 5 rappers and athletes. I don't know if we're going to go through both of them, but do you want to say who your all-time favorite rapper is, which I'm pretty sure you're going to repeat who your inspiration was?
Favorite rapper?
Yeah.
All-time favorite rapper?
I'm surprised you did not just snap your fingers and just straight up say Kid
I don't
Cudi.
want to say Cudi, to be honest.
Because he's not really like
that's
a
my favorite artist.
rapper.
That's my favorite artist.
Yeah, he's an artist, exactly.
Favorite rapper? I'd have to say Wiz, just because that's either him or Wayne. That's really like who I've listened to like throughout my life like the most. Like,
Yeah, I feel like
rap-wise.
Wiz has become so underrated now. It's wild.
I don't listen to Wiz that much anymore. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, and I don't listen to as much of his new stuff. I always give at least one listen to when he drops something new.
Yeah.
But it's usually nothing that keeps me like continuously
Mhm.
listening. But it doesn't matter. That's still Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
He's the reason a lot of people were wearing fucking camo shorts, long socks, and chucks. Yeah.
100%.
So don't ever disrespect Wiz Khalifa. Who was your favorite ball player though when you used to play ball?
Wade? I guess, yeah. I would say Wade.
Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out Wade County.
Definitely.
Damn, I'm surprised so many people were like asking questions for a second. It got me wild. Oh, all right. Nope. We're gonna end that right there. Sorry, Drew. For those who see that in the Periscope chat, y'all get to see.
No, go ahead, ask it. Fuck you.
No, we're not gonna ask it like that. We're just gonna say everybody deserves rights. We're gonna leave it at that.
Oh yeah, I would have said that.
Everybody deserves rights. That's all. Everybody is equal, whether you agree or disagree. Everybody deserves their rights. But let's jump back into the Time Trials EP, right? We got this third track here. We got Out of Bounds. The pace picks up a little bit here, but y'all fuck with it. This is Out of Bounds by Baz the Nomad off the Time Trials EP.
Yeah. I gave you time to make it up. Now you need to come and see me right now. If you need me to come and pick you up, if that'll change your mind, then I'll be swerving out of bounds just to make you mine. Like fuck what they've been talking about, they ain't taking mine. They asking how we doing now when you're heartbroken, full of pride. Won't be down like this forever, so you know you stay in mine. Yeah, heard me right, get this shit adding up. I'll be a king, don't need the Midas touch. Please don't say you had enough, cause we just getting started. Yeah, we'll find out how this ends eventually. I just can't imagine love with someone that's next to me. I don't want nobody if your body wasn't meant for me. It's clear to see that from out of lies and plotting hopes to itemize. You're falling back and still know you mine. Oh yeah, they still know you mine. They falling in line and I'm scoping all them. No, I'ma need me a sniper if I'ma be the headline. And all them go see me when I'm performing. That shit get mixy when they be up in the tree. Burn slow when you leave too soon. Better bring your ass back, cause I need you back home. On the flow, backbone, getting cold, I know. Only me plus you to the end of the road, so let's go. Yeah, I gave you time to make it up. Now you need to come and see me right now. If you need me to come and pick you up, if that'll change your mind, then I'll be swerving out of bounds just to make you mine. Like fuck what they've been talking about, they ain't taking mine. They asking how we doing now.
Should we just let this ride to the end, to the next track? Okay, we're gonna let it ride then.
You know you stay in mine, know you out here with the Nomad, bitch, you know me. I get your wrist so froze if your heart ain't growing cold on me. Don't release me when I buckle down. I fell asleep and turned them Z's into a couple thou. I ball it up in the receipts, the ones I don't need, so they don't see behind the scenes. Cause I'm your hero, no need for thanking me, just thank God I'm back with no demons. I'm passing them ports like it's fuck a visa. On the day fucking lease, I found myself on the east side. The way I'm drinking, I know what I wanna eat. If only you could just be at my side. I know there's plenty ways of thinking. You know what I'm drinking, yeah, I'm thinking plenty when you pick up my phone. Man, I'm swear I'm sick of all these fucking cycles. Yeah, yeah. I gave you time to make it up. Now you need to come and see me right now. If you need me to come and pick you up, if that'll change your mind, then I'll be swerving out of bounds just to make you mine. Like fuck what they been talking about, they ain't taking mine. They asking how we doing now when you're heartbroken for the pride. Won't be down like this forever, so you know you stay in mine. Yeah, mine. You know you out here with the Nomad, bitch, you know me.
This is the final track of the EP. This is called Slide featuring Marrow Bloom. Once again, calling out Marrow Bloom. Where you at?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I try to go right. Without you here, nothing ever goes right. It's my fault, yeah, even when I'm told twice. I'm just a victim to our tragedies. And you see all the pain from my eyes. You gotta be mine, be in my dreams like slide, slide. The second we fight, the bad times start to turn to crimes. Yeah, 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 yeah. But still I'll be tired of our goals. I ride on my own at the right time. Oh yeah, always the bright side. Oh, I'll be finding that. There ain't no sliding back unless you sliding back. Niggas say what you want because I really don't care. Deep under my skin, I got aluminum where I've been keeping my heart, but now it's blocking the veins in my mind. Balancing the blessings and demons in my life. Passive with aggression is being in my pride. It's fight or flight. I got it tatted on my arm, it's certified. Yeah, 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 yeah. I try to cope right. Without you here, nothing ever goes right. It's my fault, yeah, even when I'm told twice. I'm just a victim to our tragedies. And you see all the pain from my eyes. Yeah, you gotta be mine, be in my dreams like slide, slide.
Slide up on your own and redeem all your blessings. Just heat up in my phone, let it burn my confessions. Remember that truth never comes with a filter. Fuck just off the ghost, but just know I don't miss her. And there ain't no proof if I tell you myself all the bad you went through. Trying to find shit that helps straightens up your confusion. I'll put you through it, I won't deny it. I ain't that foolish. Making mistakes in my 20s, but who is not? Said I was dead, then you tried to draw me in chalk. Years under our belt, I can't just leave you alone. Foundation so strong, it was built from stone. Yeah, two wrongs don't make it right, no, never did. I ain't saying you the reason that I did what I did, but let's take it all back now. I won't do you bad now, no.
Try to cope right. Yeah, without you here, nothing ever goes right. It's my fault, yeah, even when I'm told twice. I'm just a victim to our tragedies. And you see all the pain from my eyes. You gotta be mine, be in my dreams like slide, slide. The second we fight, the better times start to turn to crimes. Yeah, 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 yeah. But still I'll be tired of our goals. I ride on my own at the right time. Oh yeah, always the bright side. Oh, I'll be finding that. There ain't no sliding back unless you sliding back. You niggas say what you want because I really don't.
Yo, so those were the last two tracks of the Time Trials EP. I'm gonna ask this man one question and I'm gonna play a Baz the Nomad exclusive. So I'm gonna ask it for Drew Sway, so this way he gets what he wants. All right. Hopefully he gives me some runs after, because I heard he got runs. All right.
Not for me though.
No, I didn't hear from Azim, but I got sources. All right, I got sources. All right, but what is your stance on lesbian voting rights?
I think everybody should vote.
Everybody should be able to vote. Now, I would like for Drew Swace to reveal why he wanted to know this so bad. I feel like he just wanted to hear me ask you that
That's
specific
his favorite
question.
to ask me. I think that's his favorite question to ask.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's something behind it. Maybe they're not telling me the whole story. I don't know. But equal rights to everybody. It's 2020. Baz the Nomad believes it. I believe it. Okay, yeah, I think I think Drew just got off to the idea that I asked.
He just wanted to hear.
Yeah. I got sources. All right. I got sources. Don't worry about my sources. A true reporter never reveals his sources. All right. It's a heated topic in poor America. I mean, maybe we gotta have poor America come over here and debate it. We could have the presidential poor America debate.
Okay, I like that.
We could do that. We could do a special like election season style debate with poor America. You guys have no idea. This would be wild. I would probably say
chaos.
It's got to be you, Drew, Bop, and probably... I'll probably have to say like Cheese or Chloe for sure. Maybe Willie. No, not Willie. Nah.
We need everybody.
Somehow everybody, right? But oh God. All right.
MAGA.
Wow. I mean, I will say Trump's kind of been helping us out lately. He's trying to give us all bread. He's trying to give me free bread. But nonetheless, right, we're not going to put this on to politics. This is a show about music. So that was the remainder of the Time Trials EP. I just want to ask him that one question. But I want to play all this exclusive Baz the Nomad that he just gave me to preview to y'all, right?
Before that, this is going to be phase 2 of like a 4-phase plan that I have. And the first phase was R&B. You feel me? That phase isn't done just yet because I got visuals on the way. Visuals developing, gotta shoot more and everything. Phase 2 is gonna be rap. It's gonna be poetry. It's gonna be a lot of that stuff along the lines. You feel me, lyrical wise. So you go into it now.
Okay, all right, here we go. So this is the name what you sent on here. The name of the track.
Solomon's Wisdom.
All right, this is Solomon's Wisdom by Baz the Nomad.
Video coming out April.
Oh, video coming soon. Here we go. Solomon's Wisdom, Baz the Nomad.
Hello. Let me tell you the delay. I don't like no delay when I'm recording. I don't like no. Yeah, hello. Hey guys. It's me. It's just a lot of blank space. I don't know. Well, I might just leave this little recording right here. Honestly. Yeah, I might do that. Bug it. La, la, la. Yeah. And now lately I'm undefeated. Some we've been under eating. Juggle my knowledge with animosity while I'm scheming. I promise I'm someone decent. Just give me a second to let it show. The masses are in the light when your majesty hit the flow. Whoa now, got my grip better tighten up on your own. Cause you never take me off of this road. I got a soul that's on a mission, that's something vicious, I'm not immortal, but I bet I'm coming back if I don't get what I want, yeah. Change up the font whenever it goes wrong. I think up of something, I sever my foes so they don't get to retreat and do it my way. It's like the ocean, this planet, we're moving my waves, yeah. Planet Earth, they don't get it when I need my space. I'm facing all these problems, we're building another Rome. Go Jupiter when I'm on though, and never put all this evidence in my songs. No victims when I go ballin' unless I have to. Got a lot of issues, put them in the past too. Make a change, now I'm dealing with the pain real different. Let the rain go on, boy, I'm counting days till I get to see my name on a tour. Because I always knew that I'd do it for myself. I'm spending all this time of my life real focused on my own health. Cause, yeah, it's my way, it's my destiny, it's not yours too, yeah. So you ain't gotta sing to try to swim in my pool. Cause your wave is your way, it's your destiny. You ain't gotta follow nobody, yeah. I'll always be here for you to tell it so, yeah. I'm here for you to tell it so. Hand to my hand and note, I'm hand to my hand and note. Whoa.
Yo, that shit.
Fucking with it?
Oh yeah, I'm fucking with that. That's more up my alley, honestly.
Thank
you know my preference. That's me. That's that shit though. That might be the most thorough track I ever heard you make. Honestly, I really fucked with that because that touched all aspects of what you as an artist in your genre, should ultimately be getting at. And I could fuck with that because it feels like, obviously the Time Trials EP, it feels like, like you just getting in tune with yourself, being comfortable with how you feel about certain situations.
The Time Trials EP, or like I say, the four phase plan that I have, it's very intricate because basically the last phase is my full length project that I have. Not completely completed yet, but you feel me? It's in the works. And everything before then, so let's say Time Trials EP or any collection of songs or anything I drop up until that point is going to be like a prologue to the story that I'm telling.
Yeah.
So every little piece of information, every piece of content that I put out is really just a prologue or just background information of what's going to be in my actual project when I actually release it.
Yeah, and I could fuck with the plan because it feels like you have so much that you could really like go around and show. And it's like, I feel like for these artists that are more versatile, so even for like Emano probably,
Mm-hmm.
it becomes more difficult for you to like try and like formulate like, yo, this is gonna be my project. Like in my eyes, like I look at like Kendrick Lamar's Damn, and you could probably wonder like how many tracks he had to like fight over like to narrow it down to like, what was it? I think it's like 16 or 17 tracks or something like that. Or it might be like 23. I might be tripping.
I think it's 17 actually.
Yeah, I think it might be 17, but like you can only imagine like for like someone like that, like it's like so difficult for them to like narrow it down because they probably have so much different kinds of music. It's like, well, which direction am I trying to take this? Like,
Exactly.
and that's what I could kind of fuck with is that you're trying to give like a whole year-round vibe. Like there's like 4 seasons and then
It
hit
was
them.
14.
It was only 14
It was
tracks.
only 14 tracks.
Wow. Okay, I'm tripping that. But I could fuck with that last track. Like that. That is like something like where it's like, yo, like this is a song that like 10 years down the line, like people
Mhm.
could go back on that and be like, yo, you remember that old Baz? Like not like, you know, like hating on new Baz, but like, you know, in the
Mhm.
sense of like, yo, like if you still go back and you listen to that old Baz, like that shit's some fire. So I could fuck with
The
that.
goal is timeless music.
Yeah.
The goal is timeless music.
Well, I was gonna say, what was your 2020 plan? But you just originally like you kind of gave it away, and then like I kind of fuck with like that. You're just like, yo, the goal is timeless music. It's kind of like, yo, it's a good way to like kind of like let them
My
know.
goal for 2020
Yeah.
is to lead up to this project. Simple as that. Like everything is just getting more traffic flowing.
Make sure you tell them into the mic.
Yeah, no, it's just more traffic flowing, just so when I do release my actual project, it's gonna get the recognition it needs to.
Yeah.
It's not no like, oh, I just made this overnight. You feel me? Like let me just put it out now. It's like no, like I've legit just been writing this story for a while. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
And
it's-
making sure it's perfect.
Yeah,
Can't rush greatness.
exactly.
So you keep being great, bro.
Thank you.
With that being said, let the people know where they could find you.
Well, I actually just changed my Twitter name, so everything is at Baz the Nomad. It's BazThanomad, not THE. You feel me? I like to be different, and yeah, the A just looks better. So Baz THEA. Oh my god, I fucked up. Baz the Nomad, BazThanomad.
There you go. Before I wrap things up, yo, Drew Swace, I appreciate you being active in my chat, but bro, you gotta stop bullying these people in the chat, man. You gotta stop this, man. This man's on a rampage right now. But
That's my dog.
with that being said, y'all, we're out for another night. You know where to find us on social media at Emano Talk. That's at EMANOTALK. You could actually catch me tomorrow night with Nothing But Facts. If you like sports and you want to watch a
Definitely
good
go
live
watch that.
show, 10 p.m. I like to be different. Yo, Drew, I fuck with you. You're going to be my dog for life, bro. But yeah, Nothing But Facts. If you fuck with sports, even though no sports are happening right now, we still have a lot of fucking fun. We just like to, smoke up a little bit and just literally talk shit at each other
Definitely
all day.
watch that.
Yeah, it's going to be
Definitely
lit.
watch that.
10 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, if you want to catch in on that. We only got a few more guests for the month. We're going to be back Sunday with Tone C. the Mayor, straight out of Miramar. It's pretty dope, man. I'm telling you.
NBF.
NBF, shout out Nothing But Facts.
Nothing but fraud.
But yeah, we got Tone C. the Mayor going to be here on Sunday at 11 a.m. If you are from Miramar, you've been around from Miramar for a while, this is a name you may have actually known for quite a bit. He's pretty much like a Miramar OG. But yeah, Tone C. the Mayor will be here on Sunday. Next Thursday, which is the 26th, we also got other Miramar OGs. We got Webbs and Murph. So they'll also be here next week at 8 p.m. And I also recently announced that the following Sunday will be Space the Prince. And then the following Thursday from there is going to be... Wait, no. Sunday's going to be Space Jam the Pilot. This is where it gets confusing, right? Sunday, Space Jam the Pilot. And then the following Thursday is Space the Prince.
Okay.
So we got a lot of space going on in 1 week there. And then we're going to wrap up the season with a special episode on the day of WrestleMania. And then I will be taking a couple of weeks off. And when we return, the show will only be 1 day a week. Thursday nights, it will be focused on Thursday nights. I'm only one man, so sometimes it just gets a little crazy, guys. I hope you understand. But for those who didn't know, yes, we will be going 1 night a week. But But you can subscribe, rate, and review on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, all podcast platforms. Watch and listen completely free on emanotalk.com. If y'all are locked in your house, go buy yourself some key lime pie from Marie's Baked Munchies. They got famous key lime pies, handmade, freshly squeezed, all that shit. You look like you got to ask something.
Nah, I just want to emphasize that everybody needs to go look up those names that you just put in the chat.
Yes.
That's gang.
Absolutely. Shout out Poor America. But we'll catch y'all on Sunday. Tone C the Mayor will be here 11 a.m. Much love. Y'all have a great weekend. Y'all stay healthy, stay safe during this crazy ass time. Don't let the media drive you too crazy, but y'all just make sure you stay safe. But much love and peace. Y'all take it easy.